Hi friends, welcome back to another vlog. This is probably the most unplanned trip we have ever taken. It is actually our first time here in the UK, and honestly, life has been pretty crazy these past few months. So besides booking our flight and our hotel, Dom and I didn't get a chance to plan a single thing. The only goal was to live in the moment and eat as much good food as possible. Day one is usually a bit of write-off for me. We spend most of the time traveling, but the second we checked into our hotel, we dropped our bags and went straight to find some classic pie and mash. This definitely hit the spot for us, especially after a very long flight. And after that, we grabbed a cinnamon bun and made the rookie mistake of falling asleep before 8 p.m, which of course means we were up at 4 a.m. the next day, wide awake. Dom and I have been obsessed with running lately, and I know who runs on vacation, but lately it's been one of my favorite ways to explore a new place. No one's around, the city's quiet, and we had all the significant sights completely to ourselves. If I'm being honest, prior to coming on this trip, I was a little bit skeptical. You see, last time I was in Europe, I got pickpocketed within 2 hours of landing, and my friend who recently traveled to London also had 2 phones stolen in one trip. So I definitely had my guards up. However, running past Big Ben in the golden morning light, weaving through the empty paths by the river, and passing by Buckingham Palace with barely anyone else around, it felt like we had the whole city to ourselves. And I really think that's what we needed to reset our mindset before devouring into our hotel's all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet, which everything looked delicious, so we decided to try a little bit of everything. First time having English breakfast. I've always heard mixed reviews when it comes to English breakfast, but personally, I really loved it. The juicy sausage, the sweet roasted tomatoes, the tangy baked beans, grilled mushroom, and I was specifically obsessed with the crispy hash brown. So satisfying and so cozy. I totally get why this is a thing. Hi guys, we are currently here in London. This is our first official day here. We are so full from breakfast still, but we're about to go head out to get some lunch. But before then, I want to walk around and kind of shop and explore the area. We have no plans, but I'm so happy to be here. Let's head out together. So before this trip, I actually messaged my friend Linda's son, who recently just ran the London Marathon and is a huge foodie, on some of her favorite food recommendations while she was here. One of the places that she sent over was this dreamy Italian spot, and oh my goodness, she did not disappoint. The second you walk in, it feels like you've been transported into a magical Italian garden, walls lined with glowing bottles, fairy lights everywhere, and the coziest vibe. We started off with fresh burrata drizzled with pesto and served with the crispiest bread. This was creamy, flavorful, and probably one of the freshest burratas I have ever had. Then came the house-made pasta with fresh crab and a lemony buttery sauce. It was slightly spicy, super fresh, and not too heavy at all. This was definitely my personal favorite. And of course, we had to try their looking for truffle pizza, loaded with sauteed mushrooms, ricotta cream, mozzarella, and shaved black truffle. The crust was super thin and soaked up all the yummy sauce. Honestly, everything was so delicious, and yes, this is definitely on the pricier side, especially when you factor into currency exchange, but I love the vibes, I love the food, and I felt like this was the perfect way to kick off our first trip here in London. P.S. Don't forget to order their massive lemon meringue pie. This will definitely blow your mind. One of the coolest things about London is how many incredible museums that they have. And the best part, most of them are completely free to enter. You can literally walk into world-class museums without spending a single pound. We decided to visit the British Museum, and I was seriously blown away. The architecture alone is stunning, with this massive glass ceiling that lets in the most beautiful natural light. There is so much to see here, from ancient Egyptian mummies to Rosetta Stone to Greek sculptures that are 1,000 years old. It felt like you were walking through a timeline of the entire world. Every corner had something new to explore, and I honestly feel like I could spend a whole day here just in this one museum. It does get pretty busy though, especially on weekends, so if you can, definitely go on a weekday and go early in the morning. Jet lag is kicking in right now. It's 4 p.m. I am so tired. We just woke up from our super quick power nap, and then now we're gonna go head out and just have a chill night. I think we're gonna go to Chinatown and grab some spicy noodles because I'm already craving Asian food, and then just shop around and enjoy the rest of the evening. I also booked my first ever theater show. We're gonna go on Tuesday night, and I'm so excited. I've never been before, but I feel like it's a must-do here in London, and I'm super excited. But anyways, let's head out together and go grab some food and do a little bit more shopping. One thing I noticed quickly wandering around London is that there's so many bakeries and pastry shops everywhere, and honestly they're all insanely beautiful, like impossible not to want to try them all. Especially this donut shop that's basically a bakery meets dessert gallery. Their desserts are so indulgent and pretty, you almost don't want to eat them. By now, you probably noticed that London is super pricey to visit, but the city surprises you with lots of free pop-up shops and cool activations to explore. Dom and I spent 20 minutes playing these random activations before heading down to Chinatown, which is known for affordable and delicious eats. Okay, confession time. Since I'm from Vancouver and Taiwan, we have amazing Asian food all the time, so I low-key didn't expect much, but wow, this place totally surprised me. We were supposed to go to this other noodle place, but it was at least an hour-and-a-half line, so we found this other place just around the corner called Funky Noodle, so let's give it a try. We ordered their beef noodle soup with fresh hand-cut noodles, the signature braised beef hand-pulled noodles. The beef was sliced right in front of us. It was so tender and so flavorful, and the noodles were perfectly chewy. I was obsessed with their numbing spicy chili oil too, but personally, I love the beef noodle soup more. Maybe because I'm getting old, but a bowl of hot noodle soup is always my favorite way to end every night. Currently 5 a.m. I'm so hungry, and Dom's braiding my The free cookie at the hotel is really good though, but I'm so hungry. Let's go for a run and get breakfast.
You look like Wednesday Addams.
The next day, Dom and I did one of my favorite runs on this trip. London is such a massive city and it gets insanely busy, especially on weekends. So honestly, these early morning runs have been our absolute favorite way to explore the city. They also have an amazing running community here in London. At 6 a.m, we saw so many people running along the river, which makes total sense since London hosts one of the most iconic marathons in the world. Running past the London Bridge, the Tower of London, and crossing Tower Bridge felt like a total dream come true. Honestly, running here made me even more determined to one day hopefully get selected for the London Marathon myself. But for now, just soaking in these sights during the quiet morning hours felt like such a gift.
Are you ready to go back to our hotel and have breakfast? Let's go! 10K!
You and me, just a walk in the park where the world fades, and we're leaving our marks. They try to hold me down, tear me apart, but
Today is not as busy, so it's perfect for walking around and shopping.
never make it. That I lost my spark, but you're the small compass guiding me through the dark. Stumble and trip, yeah, I made a mess, but we feel every day's like.
As someone who loves tea and doesn't drink coffee, afternoon tea in London has always been on my bucket list, and what is a better place to experience it than the iconic Savoy? And when we walked in, it felt like stepping into a set of a movie. Soft piano music playing in the background, white glove service, fresh flowers everywhere, and the coziest armchair. It was elegant, timeless, and honestly felt so magical. Of course, the tea was incredible too. We got to try so many different blends, but my personal favorite was definitely the Savoy afternoon blend. It was smooth, floral, and brewed to perfection. And don't even get me started on the food. Fluffy finger sandwiches, delicate pastries. The real star for me is always these warm buttery scones with clotted cream and jam. I swear I could eat these every single day. And the best part is actually all you can eat and all you can drink, which made the experience feel even more indulgent. The service was so kind and thoughtful, and they even packed up the extra pastries for us to take home. I would love to bring my mom here one day. It's the type of experience that you will remember forever. Okay, real talk. Maybe because I'm getting older, but I think I finally understand why my parents always loved going back to the same places for a vacation. Now that I'm in my 30s, I totally understand it. Big crowds, new cities, unfamiliar surroundings can be really overly stimulating. And honestly, there's so much comfort in returning to places that just feels familiar. So for the rest of the day, Dom and I just slowed down. We went to visit this dreamy little bookstore that felt like a slice of heaven for the book lovers. We wandered to shops filled with the cutest jelly cats, and yes, I did want them all. And for dinner, we stumbled across across this cozy little seafood spot with the menu based on their daily catch. I of course had to get the classic fish and chips. I've been dreaming about this since the first day I landed. Crispy golden batter, flaky white fish, thick cut fries, and creamy mashed peas on the side. It was everything I hoped for and more. And to end the day, we took a slow walk through Regent Park, just soaking in the golden hour and breathing in a little deeper. I guess what I'm trying to say is that maybe sometimes you don't need to go to all the tourist spots and pack your trip to the max. Because even though today was such a simple day, it somehow was one of my favorite days on this trip.
Hi guys, day 3 here in London. We're gonna head out for another morning run. Today we're gonna go check out all 3 or 4 gardens. Let's go.
I was quietly protective of my heart to reassure that I couldn't break to pieces and be left alone once more. If you hadn't been so patient, you'd be easy to ignore. You put up with all
It's so peaceful and the running community here is huge. There's so many people running.
So I think today was really the day that I finally understood why so many people fall in love with London. Yes, it's a big city with busy streets, tall buildings, and that constant buzz in the air. There's always something happening and I feel like everyone is always rushing somewhere. But at the same time, there are these peaceful little pockets tucked throughout the city. Quiet parks, cozy cafe, charming bookstores, secret gardens where time feels like it just slows down. In a city that blends old with new and history with hustle, somehow makes you feel like there's space for you here too. Speaking of unexpected moments, I definitely did not expect to bump into King Charles when we walked into the National Gallery, and that's exactly what I mean when I say there's always something happening just around the corner in this city. The National Gallery itself is truly a masterpiece, and guess what? It's also completely free to visit. Honestly, it's been one of my favorite museums on this trip. It might be one of my all-time favorite museums ever. They have some of the most iconic paintings in the world: Van Gogh's Sunflowers, Monet, Da Vinci, and so much more. The gallery itself is also so bright and peaceful, and the architecture absolutely stunning. I swear I'm going to be coming back to London to film a whole dedicated trip just to explore all the incredible museums that they have to offer, and possibly also a whole trip dedicated to bakery hopping around the city. One of my absolute favorites this time was Arum Bakery. They're known for their French and Asian inspired pastries, and everything looked so good. I low-key wish I came here on day 1 so I can try it all. And I'm going with their signature honey toast and the classic egg tart, and both were amazing. The toast was thick and buttery, and the golden caramelized honey crunch on the outside but still soft and fluffy on the inside. And the egg tart, creamy, silky, custard nested in the flakiest, most buttery shell. We devoured both of these in seconds. By the way, huge shout out again to Linda's son for recommending so many yummy food. Dom and I decided to just continue with our list of recommendation and also visit Chestnut's Bakery, which is just right around the corner and such a hidden gem. We grabbed their Zatar Knot as well as their twice baked salted caramel croissant cookie hybrid. Both were warm, rich, and so buttery. It honestly melted in my mouth. I definitely wish we had more time to try their sandwiches and fresh flatbreads made in their clay oven. Note to self, next time I'm definitely going to be making a whole pastry itinerary.
The weather is perfect today.
I wasn't kidding when I said today turned into such a foodie day, maybe because we're finally feeling more grounded in the city, but this meal at Oma and Borough Market was hands down one of my favorites from this whole entire trip. It's a modern Greek restaurant tucked inside the buzz of the market, and everything just felt so fresh and seasonal. The menu changes often depending on what's available, but honestly, based on the dishes we saw flying out of the kitchen, I don't think you can go wrong here. We started off with their baba ganoush topped with crispy artichoke chips, and I'm not exaggerating when I say this might have been the best baba ganoush I have ever had. It was smoky, creamy, salty, savory, and just absolutely perfect. Then came the scallop baked in XO chili butter, and if you see this on the menu, please order it. It was small but so flavorful and delicate. I am still thinking about it till this day. And for our mains, we ordered the oxtail and bone marrow orzo. It was so rich, so comforting, and literally we scraped the bowl clean because we did not want to waste any bit of the dish. It was so delicious. And to end on something light, we ordered their olive oil ice cream, which is definitely a must order. It's subtle, it's a little bit surprising at first, but so smooth and addicted. This is definitely a 10 out of 10 meal.
If my my guitar, a lesser town. I drew my heart a Leno wall, but I felt things were better now. I belong in your arms.
I know it's expensive, but they have really good strawberries here.
Side, with your hand resting under mine, hope I'm not so out of line. Your point of view, different taste, walking slow, bumpy pace. Cause you know, we can fall in love, this moment's all it takes. Autumn leaves, falling down, suddenly it's over now. But you know, we'll fall in slowly. You take my breath away between the sheets. My body's weak when you're around, and I don't know how you do. Can you play the tunes we used to? Just stop the time and listen, babe. Live high, fly to the moon. Take a second, rewrite the stars. Be my sweetheart, you're ever glowing, babe. Can you feel my love from afar?
You didn't think that I would leave London without having the famous Dishoom.
Literally every single person I talked to before coming to London was like, you have to try Dishoom. And as someone who absolutely is obsessed with Indian food, I knew there was no way I was leaving without trying. I see mixed reviews. Some people say it's overrated or a tourist trap, but honestly, I thought it was really, really good. It was my first time trying dal, and we ordered their 24-hour slow-cooked black dal. It was creamy, it was rich, it was comforting, like a warm hug in a bowl. I totally understand the hype. We also got the ruby chicken, which reminded me of butter chicken, but less tangy, and I personally actually prefer this more than traditional butter chicken. Dom also said this was his favorite dish here. And of course, I had to get chicken biryani. Whenever I see it on the menu, I have to give it a try. It was so fluffy, so flavorful, and perfectly cooked. Everything with naan and steamed rice was just chef's kiss, and the perfect amount of food for 2 people. It is on the pricier side, and the line can get pretty wild. I heard some people had lined up for 1 to 2 hours, but I generally enjoyed every single bite here. That being said, Vancouver does have incredible Indian food too, so nothing really blew my mind away. But honestly, this felt like one of those meals that I would regret not trying more than I'd ever regret giving it a shot. Would I go again? 100% yes. But would I be open to trying other places next time I visit London? Also 100% yes. First time driving in London. Are you scared?
No, it's just really trippy.
It's so weird driving on the other side. We are heading off to Bath today for our friend's wedding. It's around 2 hours to drive over, so I'm gonna take a quick nap, and I'll see you guys at Bath.
Girl, you got me down so bad. I can't say enough. She pull up with that new thing. Please don't fall in love, cause I think of you all day. Yeah, I was running through my brain. Can't be nothing, cause I
Hi guys, we just arrived here at Babington House, and this place is so cozy, so cute. I figured we'd do a quick room tour. It is my first time staying at any of the Soho houses, so I'm so excited to be here. So right when you walk in, you have this little mini bar section here. Also, quick view of outside. It is so cute and quiet and peaceful here. Over here is our room and our bed. And then we also have the washroom here, which, can we take a moment and appreciate this bathtub? It is the cutest bathtub ever. The traffic was pretty bad coming here, so we only have around 20 minutes or so to get ready for the rehearsal dinner. But I'm so excited to be here. Janice and Jackie, if you're watching this, I'm so excited to be part of your big day. Thank you so much for having us. Let me go quickly get ready, and let's go celebrate Janice and Jackie.
crush on you. I'm not the type to give it in, read it out to your mind. Let me tell you now, I've got a crush on you. I want you more than just for a night. I'm just saying, you deserve it. I need you, baby, let me stay by your
Okay, I promise this is the last running clip from this vlog, even editing right now. I'm like, Tiffany, did you even stop running? But honestly, no regrets. I had so much fun running around the city. It felt so magical exploring a new place with your feet. It felt different, slower, and more intentional. And if I'm being really honest, I think I really fell in love with the countryside way more than the city. All the way down there. I gotta keep going. It's quiet, it's peaceful, and the air, it's so crisp and fresh, it actually makes you breathe deeper. My mind felt still, like I could finally just be. It reminded me of some of my favorite books where the characters live in small villages surrounded by nature and everything just feels untouched. We met some of the kindest strangers while running here, and that's the part of travel that really sticks with me. The little moments, the little reminders that there's so much more to life than just the rush. Just finished getting ready and we're gonna head down now to celebrate Janice and Jacky's big day. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy for you guys. Thank you for having us. But yeah, let's head down together. Thank you, Janice and Jacky, for inviting us to your beautiful wedding and giving us the chance to visit London and to see where your story began. As someone who cries at every single wedding, this one was no exception. Every detail was filled with so much love, so much care and joy. It was impossible not to feel it in your heart. So here's to love, to happiness, to running to be able to move our bodies and feel strong, to spending way too much money on food because memories always last longer than receipts, to dancing the night away with the people that you love, to health as well, to friendship, to traveling without plans and letting life surprise you, to trying new things and letting your heart lead the way, and to living fully, deeply, and right in the moment. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I love you guys all so much, and I'll see you next week. Love you!